Ricardo Pepi. It has the Fabrizio Romano stamp of approval. Signing with PSV in the Eredivisie from Augsburg for a reported fee of $10 million. Pepi, who of course is 20 years old, lit up the Dutch circuit last season, 13 goals in 31 games across all comps for Groningen, who, yes, were relegated. The move comes 18 months after FC Dallas sold Pepi for a reported $20 million fee. Herc, is PSV the right landing spot for Ricardo Pepi?
Absolutely. I love it. I love it that he's in a league that he's already been successful with in a much smaller club. He's not going to be with a team that's a big club. He'll have opportunities in front of net. If they can make Luuk de Jong a legitimate goal scorer, I've got high hopes for Ricardo Pepi. He's going to be reunited with Ernie Stewart, who's the sporting director there, who was the sporting director for the U.S. men's national team, or national teams, I should say, for U.S. soccer.
Didn't take him to the World
in his time.
Cup.
Knows Ricardo Pepi well. Yeah, it's not his decision. It's a coach's decision. I mean, I don't know how much of that you want to put on Ernie Stewart here. That's not neither here nor there, Seb. What I'm trying to get at is this is a very good player who's still 20 years of age, still has a lot to learn. The Eredivisie is a great place to learn, to get that base, and to keep doing what you're doing, which is scoring goals. You're at a big club, you'll be a big player, you get opportunities, he's going to bag in some goals.
First of all, I'm very happy for Ricardo Pepi because after his first season in Europe with Augsburg, he missed on the opportunity to go to the World Cup because the performance was just not there. He barely had any playing time. And then it was the right move just to find in the Dutch league the right place to develop as a player. And so, I mean, I'm very happy that he didn't give up on his dream.
People forget he's 20 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's very, very young. So he was still a player with a lot of things to prove, but a lot of growth space as well. And the fact that now he's making this move, it's not easy because it's a very different kind of pressure to play for a team as PSV. PSV has a rich tradition of number 9s, rich tradition of coming to America, South America, North America, and finding the right players for that spot. So this is a fantastic opportunity for him to keep evolving as a player, to keep evolving as not only as a goal scorer, but as a complete player. Because we saw what happened with Santiago Jimenez at Feyenoord, which, by the way, Football Americas, this is just exactly what you want, right? A number 9 playing for Feyenoord, number 9 playing for PSV. I love that conversation. That's going to be awesome. But you saw how Santi evolved and grew as a player
This is the other side of that coin, Seb. Well, we're talking about Dortmund, not agreeing. They're out. We're talking about Chelsea that didn't go through with Ajax. With Ajax for Edson. We're doing the same thing talking about Brandon Vasquez. This is a deal that did work out because it'd be very easy for them to say, FC Augsburg, hold on a second, we spent $20 million on this kid. We're not going to give up on him just like that easy. And if we are, it's going to cost a hell of a lot more than half. That didn't happen here. All parties came to terms at a good price, reasonable price, I would say, and we move forward.
Herc, how important is it that he start right away? Because I heard a bit of Luuk de Jong slander there. He's a PSV legend. He was on the last 2 Dutch teams at major international tournaments. He's coming off a season with 18 goals. The guy's not totally washed up. He's only 32 years old. Do you worry that he might be some competition for Pepi there and keep him out of the starting lineup? Or does that not even bother you? Because to your point, man, he's only 20 years old. He's not going to be at PSV for one season. He hopefully will be there for a while.
Yeah, I think they got a few more games than Groningen did, right? They're going to be in the knockout rounds of the Cup. They're going to be fighting for Champions League. It might be, are they in Champions League right now? Qualification? I'm not too sure about that. Qualifiers. There you go. There'll be more games for him to participate in. It's not like Groningen where you pretty much have to look forward to as the league. And if that, you're playing a different brand of football as well. You're coming from behind with Groningen. You're trying to chase the game.
Whenever he played, the fact that he scored 12 league goals. For Groningen, a team that was relegated, a team that was one of the worst offenses in the Dutch league. The fact that he scored double-digit goals, that's one of the reasons why PSV put their eyes on him. Now, I think that the point that Seb is bringing up of Luuk de Jong, by the way, he was once linked to Club America, remember?
And Barcelona.
I think it actually, I think it's actually good news. If you're going to compete against a club legend, what a better way to prove your value. What a better way to prove the fans.
Yeah,
to prove everybody else.
You need to prove it. To Seb's point, this could be a situation where if Luuk de Jong's running away with it after a stellar 12-goal season, like you're
not
mentioned,
benching Luuk de Jong. They're not benching Luuk de Jong for Ricardo Pepi.
Right.
gonna have to go ice
The last
cold.
thing Ricardo Pepi wants to do is
But
have
you
another
can- you can
situation
have-
where he's on the
you
bench
can
like
have
FC.
the first season. You can have the first season in which you may not be the starter game in, game out. You may not be that starter, but you will compete.
Yeah.
And Luke de Jong is more on the outside looking in.
And they're also different
Ricardo
players.
Pepi's going to be there for a
They're
while.
different players, but Luke de Jong is a 9. He's a target man. It's in the
Yep.
air. I think Ricardo Pepi has a little bit more in his bag when it comes to combination. They're totally different players, but I know what you're getting at, Seb, and it's a legitimate concern. We saw what not playing at FC Augsburg did for his confidence. We don't want that again.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.